He teaches
She did, she won't go there. And this is his suggestion, so they're kind of. I'm going to do good projects. You stay down there.
Because that suction cups the tape.
Did you ever grab a phone or? I haven't seen it out.
You know,
It's like something like a garage. But you got a suspension in there. I guess like a.
maybe just from here to shiny, from this way it's great. See the scratch mark? Whatever that is, it's like it's either.
You can sit anywhere.
I know it's not.
all the minutes are annotated. Yeah.
What? Great. Did you get a paper, right?
Steve Rose. Steve Rose. You got my message about Wednesday?
We don't.
I told
Okay, I didn't know, does he work seconds or anything?
him,
Oh.
I didn't know if you got sidetracked and stuff.
he said, I didn't get all three
That's
things.
what he said yesterday.
I said, we'll do that high sophisticated shit.
Jerry talk about that? Send smoke signals. Or send smoke signals.
Yeah. Oh, it was flashing a light, but trees got wet, summertime.
Your mom.
So I just got some paper back.
Patty said something back.
She's gonna go, she's actually gonna go see, the same guy that did my sister.
Yeah, next stop, next stop.
I'll make a motion to open the meeting. We'll stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'll make a motion to approve the council meeting agenda.
I'll second.
Okay, town council report. 18 office chairs did not sell at the, we put them on the municipal bid. They're chairs that are downstairs in the basement, we like to try to get rid of.
They were on there for a month.
Yeah. So we'd like to see about just, maybe on that to give them away. So, I guess we need to make a motion to just advertise to give them away to someone. I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Okay.
Were they kids' chairs?
No, they're like an office chair. Do you need any up there at the firehouse?
I got everyone's school hat one.
We'd like to get that basement cleaned up too, because we're having certain one walk and stuff. There's also an organ down there. Are you guys okay with getting rid of that as well?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cutting down trees on Main Street, or on Manchester Street. So, Mary Ann Lewis came the other day, and there's a section of sidewalk in front of her house. Tree roots is, bumping up the sidewalk. And we have the same thing going on across the street, down a little bit in front of 10 Campbell's. So we want to get Fred to come out and give us a quote, on trying to get those trees down before we have to start repairing sidewalks. I mean, there's probably a couple sections that we're gonna have to
You're
fix.
gonna replace couple,
Yeah,
or push it.
Is it the pairs?
The one from Mary Ann Lane.
I can't remember.
so, and then I guess we check the whole, all the way down Manchester right way and see if there's any more that's, may need to come out. So I'll make a motion to,
How about that alley, about trees?
So also up there by Joyce and, what's his name? You know what I'm talking about? Where Art Myers used to live, Bobby.
No, not there, I'm talking about now, past you.
Debbie and Tim Sloan. So there's a couple trees in the alley there that are actually on the town easement. We want to also see about maybe taking down, or taking most of it down. They're older, they're in bad shape, they're gonna end up falling on someone's property. And then the trees by the easement on High Street
And
there.
I think we could trim them up.
You think you guys can do that?
No, I mean,
Oh, just get those trimmed, yeah. So you guys, I'd like to make a motion to get him out here and try to get those trees taken care
If you have this quote or you want to go ahead and do it, you want to get a quote first?
of. It's up to you. I would like to get them done sooner than later, but if you want to, you know, if you want us to get a quote, we can, then we're not that.
There are no tree service companies around here?
It's probably the most reasonable one you use that.
yeah, I just haven't put them on the ground, we can put them on, so it's a cheap job.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to it.
Okay, I'll second it.
She's holding the water.
Retired, yes.
Okay, a motion to reimburse Alan for road crew meals. When we had the road crew out here, 2 weeks ago, we bought their food at day and night. Andrea wasn't able to use her card there, So I just paid for the meal and then gave her the receipt and got reimbursed, it was like $21. But we just want to have that in our meeting minutes, that it's okay.
Make the motion. I'll second.
And then motion to approve payment for Curling for helping replace the sewer line on College Street. The sewer line was like 9 feet deep, 13. So we had Dwayne come in and help the guys get down to that and keep the bank safe until they got that tap in.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Second,
I'll second. You already?
yeah, sorry.
I didn't hear.
And then we motion to approve the 2025 salary ordinance. And we had that on our emails. I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Who seconded?
Terry.
Thank you.
And then clerk treasurer report.
Okay. Motion to approve July 16th, 2024 council meeting minutes.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion to approve July 2024 general account APBs.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion to approve July 2024 sewer account APBs.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion to approve July 2024 payroll account APBs.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion to approve July 2024 payroll reports.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion to approve July 2024 fund reports.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion to approve July 2024 utility reports.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion to approve July 2024 certification of internal controls by the Morrisville Town Council.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion to approve July 1st through July 31st, 2024 payroll time worksheets.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion to approve July 2024 payroll allowance docket.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Approve July 2024 wastewater utility adjustments.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion to approve 2025 budget hearing, which will be held on September 18th at 5:45 p.m. And the adoption hearing will be also on September 18th at 6:15.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Okay, next one is motion to approve registration with Trust Indiana. With the Trust Indiana, if we do the TRAX program, you have to have an account with them to be able to collect our, the debt.
That's, we're gonna take like tools.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
The next one, motion to approve memorandum of understanding agreement with Association of Indiana Counties Tax Refund Exchange and Compliance System.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
That's the TRAX program. So we collect the debt. And then the last thing I got is Midwest Data. We've had worked with them before in the past. They computer programming things, or all of our IT stuff. The email I forwarded you guys The annual support would be $464.25. On-site rates is $109 an hour, remote rates is $99 an hour, and support via email and phone charge.
We definitely need IT, so I'll make a motion to approve that.
Also.
Town attorney report.
Presenting tonight, ordinance 2024-8-1, ordinance of the town council of Morrisville adopting a regulation ordinance. This is creating a new chapter 153 called camping regulations for the town. Basically, it restricts the use of RVs, campers, tents being used as permanent residences on properties throughout town. Those should only be for temporary use. With that, I answer any questions from the board.
You know, what about ordinance? I'll make a motion to approve the ordinance.
I'll second.
And that will be published by Andrea in the newspaper, and it will go into effect after it's published.
Okay, town marshal report.
Yeah, I'll go through my, it's gonna be on July. 2 title checks, 2 welfare checks, 6 traffic stops, 3 ordinance violation warnings or investigations, 1 parking problem, 1 home visit with criminal corrections, suspicious vehicle 1, AUC assist 1, business checks total for the month, 128, park radar, 18. And then, you have the quotes for the cups and the packages.
So Brian got us 3 quotes for the cups and, the sticker badges. So, I don't know if you guys have seen these, but I would like to approve them going with this first company, to order cups and badges. That way you can hand them out to the kids and stuff, and then, like, during the walk, and then it's like a PR thing that you can hand those out.
What was the first company?
What did it say? National Imprint.
Brian, if you want to get with me, and I'll get your RSD and all that stuff in order.
Go to the second one.
Yes.
And the motion, second, fine.
Yeah.
Then, third thing I got is, we're having an issue with a gate that is on a town road at College Street or East College, it's actually falling down. We have a gate that's blocking the roadway back to a privately owned barn and a business. And I'm just seeing if we could get the gate taken off there, since it is covering the town road. We don't have any gates on any other town roads. See if we can get it removed, or order to remove it, it's on the town road.
Motion approved.
I'll make a motion to approve to take the gate down.
I'll second. Before there's a vote, is who put the gate up?
It was put there by previous owner, Terry Berry. He had a car lot in Helmont back there. And since then, it's been purchased by the, what is this? Forever Angels, animal treatment line. There's been some discrepancies with some neighbors fighting over the gate, but regardless, it's blocking a town road. And if we have to get back there for emergencies or anything, it's blocked.
So just for the minutes, someone has been closing the gate on the town's property.
Their property's on one side, Michael's property's on the other side, and back and forth on whether the gate needs to be there and open or closed. Right now, both the parties are in the room right now. So I was there the other night and basically told them, this is civil. You need to get with attorneys, you need to get with surveyors, you need to figure out property lines and everything else. That's not for me to decide, but my view is the gate is blocking the town roadway. So it doesn't need to be there. The property owner, like, he's willing to get rid of it, he wants it out.
And what's the address there?
14661.
And that's actually Chesterfield.
It's off of Chester.
It's a Chesterfield address, but the road is College.
We still don't have the address straightened out. There's been 3 different addresses.
Just so you know, Anthony, it's not an open road, right, it's right, all the way, it's not open all the way through.
College Street itself, these 3 parcels back here. This is the, this is right there, this is where the gate's at, back here. Right in the little box right there. This right there. There.
So the way I'm looking at this map is that part of the gate is on one neighbor's yard and the other part of the gate is on the town's property. Is that a fair statement? Or not?
I believe so. Like I said,
There's some discrepancy with
there
this.
is a big discrepancy with it, and like I said, it's for them to figure out with at least a surveyor or their attorneys or whatever.
Well, I think if there's a discrepancy where the gate is, then we need to have one more discussion before we go trying to remove, something that could potentially be on someone else's property. The gate obviously shouldn't be closed if it's on the town's property.
The main part of the gate is on the town's property. I think.
When Terry put that in, it was because he done impound the cars, so he put that up, I guess, to keep people from getting back there with the impounded vehicles. He had a junkyard back there
The neighbor is, Sean Lynn, in Shawshire.
then.
And you want the gate to remain up?
Yeah, wait till I have a floor, thanks. Absolutely. I asked last time we had a town meeting, last time I was here, if any changes would be made at College Street, and the town said no. No, so we're making changes. I agree, that we need to get a survey, since the town is doing this, the town should pay for that survey on my property, and I will find the surveyor.
The township paid for the survey,
Yeah, you guys want to move the gate off my property,
the gate.
so we don't know where the crystal clear road is. We don't know where the College Street truly exists because of that gate. We're gonna need to find out, we need to find out. And really, since you guys bring it on, you guys should pay for it. I'm getting my yard surveyed. I mean, if we gotta go to court over it, we'll do it. There's a lot of legal stuff over here, I'll wait till I have the court.
Well, we might be able to determine that where it is by your legal description. So,
You can't be determined without a proper survey. I'll fight it tooth and nail. And after I'm done with that survey, I'm gonna put up the biggest fence I can find. We'll talk about that when I have to.
it's fine.
And we have a fence, you have to fill out a permit for the fence too.
No, what was, you asked a question? What was the question?
If you wanted the gate to remain.
I'd like it to be closed, yes, it secures my private property. And it does not stop anybody, it's not a lock gate. And it's been there ever since I've been there and prior. And the deal was, everybody, town employees, certain ones definitely know that whenever they left that property, they closed the gate.
Do you use this drive to get back to your?
I do. And I had a discussion with the other property owner and a handshake that they wanted to do an electronic fence. And I said, I'd be willing to go in on that. Now things have totally went off script and I'll talk about it when I have the floor.
But you don't have any other access to your property, do you?
That's correct.
So I guess you've got me a little bit confused here. So you're saying that this is the town's property and there's a gate
There's
out
a street. Where does the street end? Where the edge is at? Where's my yard stop?
and you want to keep it there.
I'm good with that. If the gate gets closed, it's secure my property. And it's not a locked gate, so it does not prohibit anybody from going back there.
On the town's street.
It's across the street, yes. It's been there, like I said, past practice has always been to close the gate when we're done. That way riffraff stays out of there, or at least can be identified easily. Matter of fact, there's somebody here that did not go on last night because the gate was left open. But I'll digress.
I don't think the gate issue should be resolved in this meeting. I think we need to consider this a little bit more
Table.
and table it for tonight's meeting.
Okay. So make a motion to
Regardless,
take
it's
one.
brought up, I'm gonna get that survey done. That's it. We're going to drop the stakes. I'm gonna pull that permit and get a fence in here. I have to, I don't have a choice. Survey is the only answer to it, or be the gate one.
So are you saying though that you would be willing to do the electric, like electric gate
I get an offer, paying part on that.
to where you guys can come to an
Yeah, sure, that
agreement?
keeps people who are supposed to be back there, out of there. You know, only people that need to be back there.
And then we're like, let the fire department have,
He would have a key, he would have a key.
or like a keypad or something,
Perfect.
to where you're coming out of the vehicle to get back there? That's something maybe that you guys can agree on and work that out? I'm sorry?
Absolutely. That would be pretty good.
Yeah, everything's gonna be on close. Documented. Obviously, a handshake doesn't really get these days. All right, we got much more.
So I'll make a motion to table that to the next meeting. And maybe you guys can come to an agreement and work that out, like with the electric fence, or the electric gate.
Without getting into legal stuff, I'm gonna try to leave that out for just a minute. I can't talk to that guy. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I cannot legally speak to the guy at this moment.
Okay.
After the meeting, will you give me your contact information?
They don't have it. Hey, and hey, if,
Yes,
I don't know. Yes, no problem.
And what's next on the agenda?
So second that, please. Motion to table second.
Yeah.
Okay, local road and streets for today.
We got the blacktop fixed. LMS finally fixed it.
The order worked.
I got down by cases on South Broadway, we gotta dig up culvert. Hopefully we can stay out of the road, dig up the inside. Is it all right if I get Dwayne to help?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not as easy for Paul anymore. get away all the time. Once we get the street done, or just soon get it done.
Motion approved. Right. Done.
I'll make a motion to approve to get Curly to help you with the culvert issue,
It's the one that the people that live there burn,
or the bees, or,
burn section of that.
Okay.
So now, that's when you wanna have a heavy trash day again, or do you wanna have it fall?
I would say we do it in October. Are you good with doing it again for the whole month?
You mean the whole week? Oh, we did do it one.
Yeah, like Tuesdays and Thursdays, right?
We did the whole month, yeah.
Tuesdays and Thursdays for 4 weeks.
That's fine, with me, but it's, yeah.
What about the Halloween, though? I need to have it cleaned up before that.
Doing it in October?
What do you guys think?
We do 2 weeks in October, so one.
Just do it the first 4 Wednesdays of October.
Well, then that's just the day before Halloween.
No,
Second, ninth, sixth.
Oh, I see, okay, I see what you're saying, yeah. Okay, yeah,
So October,
second, 9th, 16th, 23rd.
and everything has to be out and picked up before the 23rd. So by the 23rd. I'll make a motion to do that. Start participating.
Gotta get there once in a while.
All right. Okay, wastewater treatment plant operator,
How much did they send for the grant on the market?
I'm sorry,
How much did they grant it?
they did not sell.
didn't sell, didn't get a first bid.
Well, they're still there. Whatever you do. I want to get that electric hooked up down at the bottom of the hill, get a plug. It won't be that bad. Because the old generator that's there, we bought used from Dillsborough in 2006 or something. So if it ever peaked, it'd be a bad day to be me. It'd be a bad day to get to the town, because I have to get 24-hour backup center until we got it rocking again. It wouldn't be that big to do that. Okay?
So make a motion.
All the other
Yeah,
businesses have.
They want to get where they can hook up that portable generator, right?
Oh,
You're saying.
Yeah.
Easy stuff.
Who's doing the beauty stuff?
He ain't talking about it yet.
Oh, for, I'll get a couple quotes when we can get it at least. I know Crabtree does a lot of them, but I'll send them.
Motion. Another thing, yeah, there was the samplers didn't sell, so just
You want to do it, I don't care.
donate.
So the old same plants got replaced. She put them on that municipal bid also, and no one bid on it.
But you didn't put the sample on, you didn't put the sample
Put the-
on. They were little pumps.
Yeah.
The old stuff.
Pumps.
Oh,
They weren't the
I
same.
have one.
I was,
okay,
We'll put the samplers on there.
so maybe we'll list the samplers, we'll see.
We should pick them up, I think.
Just the samplers, the, what was the one?
So what about the pumps then?
Pumps. Nobody bid on the pumps. Should I try them again with the correct stuff this time?
Yeah.
He wouldn't
Try
try.
it one month.
So you need a motion for that?
While I'm talking, I want to give Brian, thanks for, I almost got a aggravated battery charge that kept me out of that a while back, so I want to give him the thanks for that. Thank you, Brian, I appreciate that. I didn't have to go to jail that night. It was good.
It was close.
Thank you.
So I'll make a,
I want to be caged first though, while I'm down.
I paid for that.
I'll make a motion to list the samplers on the municipal bid.
That's all I got, guys.
I'll second it. Sorry, Terry. I'm slow all day.
Okay, at this time, we'll open up the floor.
Anyone? Can I jump? My name's David. I've lived in Mooresville since November 5th. And I just want to bring attention to a problem with dogs. I understand Mooresville has a little bit of a different culture now. Not a lot of people walk their dogs. I've had probably 24 encounters, some scarier than others. So I don't know what we can do to get the word out. You know, I understand people don't always want to chain up their dogs, but people have loose dogs out and they've come at me and my dogs, and I've been bit, my dog was attacked a couple weeks ago. So, I don't know, I could get Steve from Animal Control to maybe get some information we can publish somewhere with, this is the protocol and this is what happens if, you know, your dog leaves your property and acts aggressive toward.
We do have it set up in the ordinance book. Yeah, the ordinance book.
All dogs shall be kept under restraint.
But when that doesn't happen, people and their pets get hurt, so I'm just, I've had people yell at me for walking by their house until I'm being told not to walk down certain streets by people's houses.
And your dogs are on the sheds, you're doing it right.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to take my dog to an emergency vet on the 2nd of August, because neighbors dog that bit me in April, basically tried to kill him. And I had witnesses that saw the whole thing. I'm fearful to walk my dog. I thought about carrying my 22, but I ordered some dog spray and a dog chaser high frequency thing. And there are certain houses where I've seen dogs out that some I've heard are not friendly, some like the Great Danes on Manchester, like Kevin's dog over by the post office. They've come at us. A man's dog over on Wood Street next to the dog that attacked us. And I just want people to be aware that, you know, I mean, I understand if they're on their property, and they're not on the leash, but when they come at us, I don't know. I don't know what the solution is, some education for town people. Like I said, I had Steve at Animal Control said Mooresville is the worst in the county. I'm sure he'd be able to put something there.
You tell Steve that we want to talk to him, but I don't believe that.
Well, it's been really bad since I've been here.
I'm around this town all day, every day, I ain't never remember anything. I mean, I understand, I know what you're talking about, but I don't like that, somebody says Mooresville's the worst.
That's just what he said.
Maybe it should be sort of the best.
And I've had numerous encounters and tried to talk to people and they just get rude with me and tell me to not walk by their house and I should walk down Chesterville or find another street to walk on. I'm like, this town is the size of my county,
I would recommend walking down Chesterville.
No, I did it for a short period one time and did it again.
Something on the monthly utility bill, I can use the website to send out an alert also to all the residents that subscribe to the website, to let them know about the ordinances. Post it on the website itself.
Yeah, I mean, whatever means that we can do to just let them. And like I said, I can see if we could, there's a certain protocol, like a first phone call, the animal control comes out for them. Second, they get a fine, and the next time it's a bigger fine, it depends if it bites someone, but you know, we also need people to make the call. Animal control wants us to call them when we see dogs out, or if there is any altercation. If they don't have a report, they can only do so much.
Right. Yeah, definitely, can you get us some information on that? And
Who do I send that?
Me.
You are
Andrea.
Andrea.
Yeah.
While we're doing dogs, let's do cats too.
Yeah.
Let's do that first.
There's more cats in this town than there's dogs.
If a cat can't tear a hole in you.
Scratch the shit out of your truck though, and I can show you a red one in my driveway.
Oh, I agree with that, I totally understand.
I come out, my mom called me 2 weeks ago to pick her up about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, there's a cat sitting on top of my truck.
Well, can I ask you a question? Does anybody know exactly what the leash ordinance is here in town?
You have to you have to restrain your dog.
I mean, how it's actually read, not just
Like on property.
variation
off
of it. I
property.
don't know exactly what the verbiage is. And the reason I'm saying that is not to be,
All dogs and cats shall be kept under restraint.
okay,
So they can't be free in the yard.
Every dangerous dog or cat as determined by the town shall be confined by its owner within a building or a secure enclosure and shall be securely muzzled or caged whenever off the premises of its owner.
And that's kind of subjective. Someone can have a dangerous dog and who's to say that, what's a dangerous dog? I'm just gonna say it's not a dangerous dog.
Yeah, we can all deem danger in different ways. This attack that she's speaking of, we witnessed it firsthand, and I can tell you it's the scariest thing I've ever seen. And if he would have turned on a person in the moment that we were trying to release him from her dog, it wouldn't have been pretty for the person either. And the lady involved just does not want to or is not willing to take responsibility for what her dog has done and what has done multiple times. So we're not getting any resolution as to what's going to be done with this particular dog. And
Did you call the town marshal when this happened?
he was.
The county,
the legal
county
sheriff.
Steve was also in contact.
Now, the fact that this is the same dog that bit me in April when I wasn't even with my dogs, and it was unprovoked, for all I know, that dog was coming for me, and my dog protected me. And this dog could have put me in the hospital easily.
Did animal control show up then?
No,
No.
No, it was a Friday night around 6 p.m. They're only there till 4.
two sheriff deputies did.
And I had to leave, I had to take my dog to Kentucky emergency.
Right.
That's another thing too, if I can interject, but, if it's a town ordinance, only one guy in this town can enforce it, and that's that guy right there. And if he's never out here, he ain't gonna enforce anything. I'm gonna tell you, I live on Main Street here in Morrisville, and I sit on my back porch from 6 o'clock at night, many times until after dark. I never see your car. There's two main doorways here in town, Manchester Street, Main Street. And I live on Main Street, really close.
Makes sense in one person.
I understand that, I did your job.
And I work
And
part-time
wait a
hours.
minute, wait.
I work part-time hours.
This is not living right here, that I get my 2 minutes with nobody interfering. So my question is, because I did this job, I was the deputy marshal here, I made $300 a month, and I worked my butt off. I put 40 hours in when I should have only had to put 20, because I care about the community. My question to you is, do you, or are you just in it for a paycheck? Because I'm tired of seeing cars drive past my house at 45, 50 mile an hour every day. It's not occasional, it's every day. So I don't know when you're in town or not, because generally when I was working, you knew when I was working, because all the cars seemed to slow down quite a bit. The one guy thing is not an excuse, because I did it. And I did a darn good job at it. And anybody who is in this room that remembers when I was a deputy marshal here, they know what it was like. So either you're in it to do the job because you care about the community, or you're in it for a paycheck. But if you don't want to do anything, then just resign. That's all I got right now.
Feel free to reach out anytime you want. Anytime you want. This is the first time I've ever met you, first time I've ever seen you, and you've never voiced any concerns, you've never called my office. Feel free to reach out anytime.
then get an answer, because you're never in town.
Can we put on the agenda for the next meeting, maybe getting stop signs put on Main Street or getting more control because the speeders are constant?
Stop signs on Main Street where? I mean, I don't think stop signs are gonna be the answer.
I don't think that's.
I believe the attorney can tell you that.
Yeah, I don't think
You
stop
cannot
signs
use
are
the
gonna
traffic
be the
control
answer.
device to slow down traffic. That's what you have law enforcement for.
We talked about several times, like four-way stop in Manchester, Maine, that to me, I've always done, say the same thing. It's gonna call you for, it's gonna call direct.
Exactly.
Somebody's gonna be hurt.
Good idea. I mean, our neighbor put up slow down signs for people
Right.
because they drive past our house like it's a freaking Indy 500. And I mean, I went to school, so I know how to run radar, and I was certified to run radar, so I know how to judge speed for distance. And I'm telling you, 50 mile an hour is not a stretch. 70 mile an hour is not a stretch. Granted, that's not an everyday thing, but I'm telling you, I've seen it.
Well, when we ran that radar thing, there was what, a 70 mile an hour, what was it, like? Remember when we had the radar thing set
I'm
up?
just saying this something.
Yeah, on Main Street.
I see it. I see it every day.
I know, they blow my stop sign all the time on Manchester Street. I agree.
I mean, the county's
I'm
gonna-
concerned for the little ones because they don't look when they cross. And there's rollerblades, tons of kids on bikes, which I love to see. And, you know, kids on their electric bikes and all
For some reason, they never use the sign.
On our way up here, that house right there on the corner, the white house on the corner from, across from my house, little kid come out of the road, because that red car sitting there, he couldn't see me, but thankfully we saw him.
I think they come down that
He
street
came
like
out right
that,
out in front of us.
right into Main Street.
But we were going slow enough, we could stop. But if someone's not, one of these days, one of those kids are gonna get hit.
Right, especially a big truck with a gooseneck pulling stuff, going 50, 60 mile an hour.
I know you can't get long, I get that. But maybe if the word gets out that, you know, that you're there, presence is there, stopping them, you're giving them tickets. But sometimes you have to give them. Sometimes that's the only way that they'll stop.
I'll tell you, that was the last thing I wanted to do, is give somebody a ticket, because I knew it was going to increase the insurance rates, cause them all kinds of trouble. But I didn't give them a ticket, they earned it. I mean, when you're driving 40 mile an hour in a 20 mile an hour zone, you've earned a ticket. But I'm just saying, I don't see you around town in the evenings, I know that, I don't see you in the evenings. I mean, you're here now, it's payday. But I don't see you out here in the evenings. Where are you if you are? I mean, you gave that report, and that's great, but when was all this stuff happening? Because I sure can't see it. I mean, I don't sit there and stare out my window all day long either.
Like I said, I'm part-time in this town, part-time. And I brought it to the town's attention, if I was gonna go part-time, maybe we should get a step up. That didn't happen. So don't sit here and yell at me for it, discuss it with the town.
I didn't raise my voice one time, now did I? My problem is if you don't care about this community, like I cared about the community when I did the job and got paid $300 a month, was only supposed to work 20 hours a week, but ended up putting in 40 every week.
If that's your opinion, if that's what you think, that's your opinion.
Well, it's not my opinion. I think it's a whole lot more
You
people in here than you.
You don't seem like it.
Yeah, because it ain't getting done.
Okay, who's next?
I got one.
Jeff?
So on the ordinance, Anthony, I heard you say campers, tents, RVs, trailers, and swimming pool, line trailers, mobile trailers, that type of thing. Is sheds on it? Shed? No. Shed? Canopy?
Can we put sheds, can't we put
I'm
sheds?
pretty sure we got a few places where people are living in sheds.
I thought it was you. That's maybe my fault.
I mean, what are we gonna define as a home or a shed?
Well, your building regulations should generally be enforced through the town. And that would require people to not live in sheds. The health department would not allow people to live in sheds. So if you're having an issue, let's resolve it that way. I mean, we could put a million things you can't live in here. And I'm happy to add sheds. But
I'm just bringing up things that I see.
Yeah.
We're
if there are people living in sheds, someone needs to tell me, because I think we can go ahead. So someone needs to let me know.
Okay, well, we'll do that on the side, yeah. Also, so there's a lot of things going on in the room tonight, which is kind of cool. I know it seems a little tense. So we've been working as a town and as a group to do a comprehensive plan for planning. And with that comes short-term, long-term, 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year. So the complaints that I'm hearing, a gate, law enforcement, dogs, walking paths, these are all things that we've been begging people to come talk to us about when we were trying to apply for the grants. So we did receive a grant, we have $50,000, I believe, coming, and we're working on a year's process. So we're looking for volunteers to come to the steering committees and voice these opinions. And what happens then, as a group, we can all sit down and figure out a way to maybe hire more law enforcement or enforce speeding zones, put in the things as a community that we want. Walking paths, safe dog park, whatever the ideas are. So with that, I know it seems a little tense tonight, but there are lots that will come from it, and in the next several months, you'll just start seeing ads. And by all means, we welcome the input. Not everything will get done, but we can figure out what we can afford and what we can get grants for and what we can't. And without the community help, like you said, we really can't do much. And that's what we would like to really start seeing going forward. And I know a couple of people up on that table have been working pretty hard to get it done. So that's all I have. And Anthony, you put that in there.
The first meeting is September the 10th.
That's right. September 10th was the first one.
6 o'clock.
And we have a year from there. And then a lot of services and different things will come out. Steering committees, participation from the community, what we do want, what we don't want. You get it. So more welcome.
And the comprehensive plan is not what the board wants, it's what the community.
That's right. And that's the difference. That's when we do it. Yeah, that's when everybody starts to put it into a pool and we can figure out where we can move from there. Okay? That's all I have.
Thanks, Jeff.
I just have one thing about the dog and the dog pound coming to get the dog or whatever. So your dog, you were bid, but how come the dog pound didn't come and do something with that dog?
It was Friday, right?
Well, I know, but I mean, it seems like they should have followed up with it. If that dog has been a nuisance for more than once, I don't know why they didn't do something.
Animal control came out on Monday.
Yeah.
And got proof of rabies and told her that the dog must be quarantined for, it was 10 or 14 days. That the dog could only be in its yard with an adult having it on a leash. And they don't have video evidence that it's a vicious dog, even though it bit me in April and that was reported and they talked to her. So I understand it bit a little girl last year, and then I saw something on Facebook and talked to a woman whose daughter was bit by a brown dog in that area. They didn't know whose dog it was. So if it's not reported, animal control, they can only do so much by law. Depends on if it's been a person, a dog, you know, it's.
So that's where we want the education from them to come in.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wondered, because I don't know why something hasn't been done with it already. It sounds like it needs to go. Yeah. I was just curious, because I didn't understand, why something hasn't been done with that particular dog already. And if the dog pound's aware of it, why they continue to let it go. That's all.
Yeah, I was told that, they asked if I had a video, I said, no, I did not take a video of this, and
Who's gonna take
I
a
was
video?
sure my neighbors were on camera about it, and when they were out of town, and it erased
I wish I had that because they would have deemed this dog vicious.
Even if you have witnesses, that doesn't.
And
Yeah.
for the,
I was the one who was trying to get the dog off, I was trying to pull it off. I kicked the dog 3 times trying to get it, so it didn't even face it. And then the neighbor lady stuck her hands right in its mouth, and I'm like, what are you doing? And it's kind of too late, because when she was trying to do that, the dog changed his grip and bit her. But, I mean, and it was her fault, I mean, she should never have put her hand in the dog's mouth, obviously, but, you know, the reality of it is, I mean, and you can tell these people until you're blue in the face, hey, your dog is vicious. I don't ever see, I would never want to see their dog get euthanized, nothing like that. But take it to a farm or something, somewhere where, you know, you don't have to worry about it, you know, harming somebody's kids or animals or anything. You know,
Well, I'm sorry that's happened to you. I'm sorry that that's happened. Okay, who's next?
Chuck, on behalf of Chantel Maris, was right down here. We removed a trailer there last year. We'd like to put another one back in there. We're looking for the town's approval to do that. A house trailer.
Okay, there is, stipulations on the age and stuff of the trailer. We can get that
Is
information.
that on the town's stipulation?
Yeah.
Yes,
So
there's an ordinance on like certain age of trailers and like they have to have, certain, skirting requirements and
Where do I see these laws at?
they're on the town's website. You can go to, the town's website. Or, I mean, we can even print them off right check if you can't get to them, but,
We can probably find them after this meeting, print them off.
yeah, we can print them off. Like, you know how old the trailer is or anything?
1997,
Is it have a metal roof?
yes. The metal side, it's not,
No, it's too old.
I'm thinking it's only 10 years. I'm not sure what the ordinance says, but I'm thinking,
there was a trailer there, we just removed it,
right,
so we'd like to put another one back in there.
But as long as it fits the ordinances now, you would be able to do that. It won't pass the new ordinance, you won't be able to put the trailer there.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear all that.
So as long as it fits the ordinances of today,
Right.
then you can put any trailer there that meets the requirements. If it doesn't meet the requirements, you can't put the trailer. That's just it.
Yeah.
It's just like the ones up the street in the trailer court. You can't do old without, if it was in, it can fall into.
Is that Dearborn County law?
They're in North.
Every county's got a regulation on it too, it's got to be pitch roof, it's got to be certain times, certain,
Yeah, they,
it's about the same.
I've moved a couple of them.
Yeah, it's about the same.
I'm pretty sure Dearborn is exactly the same as North.
It's pretty close to
Well,
yeah, as long as that
I
fits in the, as long as it fits in the guidelines,
I believe it has to have a shingle roof.
or pitch roof.
Pitch, I'm sorry, pitch roof.
we're just looking for approval to put another trailer in there. If we have to-
shall be constructed 10 years from the current year.
So you would have to be 10,000, or 2013.
14.
Yeah.
Okay. But I know there's a lot of used ones out there right now. People are taking the farms and stuff outside of, you know, some of the counties.
Outside of the regulations of Dearborn County,
I get it.
or
Some of the other counties are a little bit less.
She's printing the ordinance for you, Chuck, so we give it to you after the fact.
So anything,
And Jeff is on the planning and zoning board.
that's all right. That's all.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay. And then who has something else?
Yep.
Daryl?
Anybody
Okay, Sean?
The Marshall Police Report for August 15th, right?
I'm sorry.
Did you make an official police report for the 15th?
Yes.
I'd like a copy of that immediately. With that said, we've got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff. And I want to propose, after the events that happened on the 15th, I want to propose to the town and the forever proclamation that maybe I should be bought out. I don't want to be in Mooresville, I don't want to be here in front of you guys. I am over this stuff. I'm over the business that's down here, the disrespect, all of it combined. Now, we can get into a lot of legal stuff, and I don't mind. I will push the edge and fight this thing tooth and nail if I have to, or I can simply be bought out. In the end, I'm leaving Mooresville. I'm over this stuff. This is not gonna happen to me. And I mean, I want to affect it immediately for the forever occupation to stop filming me on my private property. I want to affect it now. And this is gonna go on and on and on. I suggest that forever occupation, the town of Mooresville, and that road, just buy me out.
So we are not in the practice of buying.
I understand. Okay, then we're gonna run down a rabbit hole. I mean, we'll go deep. Is that where we're gonna go? I mean, I would suggest you guys talk about it, which lane call, or y'all get together, y'all know the property can be made, you know, the property can be made. I'll put new windows in the kitchen. You all just take it. I want out more stuff. And I mean, we'll fight. Look hell. I'm ready. We could begin this process right now this evening. I would suggest you guys take and think about it, or we can get started right now. And I mean, legal, we're gonna go so many legal holes. I've looked up a bunch of ordinances, but we can go with it.
Have you thought about putting it up for sale?
Sure, but the property has now been devalued because of that business that's there. That business is highly controversial. It is disgusting and vile. You have no idea what you guys have put in there, do you?
Yes, yeah, we know what's in there.
What, tell me,
They cremate pets.
how?
Well, they use like natural waste. I'm not exactly sure on how.
Natural
I
waste.
don't.
You have no idea what you put in my backyard, do you? It's technically a process called alkaline hydrolysis. It is lye. When they use lye, remember lye?
Yeah.
Lye is some pretty toxic substance, and heat, and they boil dead animals in it. You know, when it was brought to town before, and I read over town meetings, except for one that somehow I can't imagine we get, and I've asked for several times.
Oh, and we told
I've
you we
seen-
would get that to you. We never told you we would get that to you.
Okay, well, still haven't seen it, but now we're to another point in life to see, because after the 15th, everything has changed. And, I can go on about this, I mean, we can definitely go on about this. Maybe Forever might be interested in that property, otherwise they're in for one hell of a fight, so is this town, because you guys brought it to my backyard. And I mean, right now, you need to stop filling my backyard. I'm ready, I'm so ready.
What do you mean filling your backyard, Sean?
It's got surveillance on my backyard. We're talking about the same place with the gate, and now I'm being surveilled in my backyard. I feel like I can't even walk out on my bridges on my back porch, which I'm private enough, but I got this camera eyeballing my house. That's not happening.
Is it a security camera for his business?
I'm not at liberty to say, I don't know. Feel free to film your own business. Feel free to film your own business stuff.
I mean,
Don't
there's a
film my,
lot, like, there's a
don't
lot of
film
people
my private
have,
stuff.
like
That's what I'm
video
saying.
cameras and stuff that video things in front of their homes and stuff.
And dude, I like being spied on in my backyard. There's ways he could put up cameras and ID and keep his stuff secure by not filming me in the process. This is just the beginning. I promise you guys I will fight. I promise everybody I will fight this tooth and nail. Or I'll simply be bought out. I'm out of Mooresville either way. That has devalued my property, so I can't sell it for a good price. Some of us in here know how to buy a house in Mooresville and flip it for a good money. I can't do that. Let me ask you a question here. What is my barn zone? Is that residential or commercial? Let's say it's residential. I happen to know that there's a new house that just got bought right across the back of my barn. I take that barn down, put up a new residential house. It is facing that stuff. Who in the world would want to look out the front door of a house to see him boiling dead animals? What's up with the byproducts? We can go into a lot of stuff here. We can dig into some deep waters. I am fully ready. And it's going to cost a lot of people, a lot of money. You're gonna keep that lawyer right there pretty busy. And other people might not keep their lawyers pretty busy. I would suggest the town take a minute and think about that business. Otherwise, I will begin this and I will not stop. I will go every legal avenue. This is controversial. There is numerous scientists that are concerned with the ecological effects of this process. Getting in the groundwater, contaminating soil. I've got kids, grandkids, dogs. I don't want to be around this. I'm not going to go for this. Ultimately, I can't win. I'm not going to win against this town board. I'm not going to win against this guy at the end. I'm not going to win against the other guy with the business. I see that. So I should just be bought out. And I know I can't get a good price for it because I can't build one to make it better because of that business. So yeah, I want you guys to think about it. Or we can get started with the legal stuff beginning immediately, right? Would you like a month to think about it, talk about the next meeting?
What do you suggest, Anthony?
Well, I mean, he's asking if you want to buy this house, so.
It's not what I'm saying, discuss what it is. I'm not saying town can't buy my property, it's not what I'm saying. I can't get fair market value from it because of this business the town has put in there.
I can't speak for the town, but I don't think the town put him there. He had.
So they're actually licensed and permits.
He is licensed, but they're in out of state.
Thousands of things to jump through. I'd like to see the license.
I mean, you'll have to ask him.
Why don't you guys, why don't everybody hear this, question this? Why don't you have that forever occupation, do whatever, and get a tour, see this process, see what's done, see what happens to byproducts of it. You guys make a decision. This is just disgusting. I mean, the biggest war I can put up there.
The town refused to take the water, so he had to get permission from the state to haul the water away. So the town did it.
And talk to her. Hey, boy.
Hey, that's between him and the state.
Yeah.
As long as he's not done back there, the town will not done with it.
How you know?
I didn't say he wasn't done there, I said as long as he's not done there.
We don't know that, do we? I'm not making no kind of accusations like that, but it's something like that. Like I said, the legal aspect of this is what that.
None of the accusations you come in here trying to talk about, they're gonna buy you out.
But I
Come on.
this is not your problem, first of all. I know you're a part of it. You're a part of the problem in this town.
Now I'm part of the problem.
Yes, you are. How many others that you pass yourself at? Stay out of this lane. Stay out of it. Unless you want me to get into your business.
Get in my business. I'll sue you, like you want to sue everybody else.
Yeah, he's been.
All right, Sean. Thank you for your information.
The felony has to stop immediately.
Anybody?
I don't know what level I take it to, but it's gonna stop.
Okay, who's next?
We do have a security camera at our business that is not pointed at us.
It's pointed at the gate, it is cut off at the gate level, and it does rotate back and forth.
The gate's went out right.
Far right of the gate. The gate is mounted on the property, well, city property, but I own the gate on the property. The gate is monitored for traffic coming in, and I can tell you the two license plates the car came in last night. One of them was Terry Vickery. It records that it has AI. It is not pointed at his house. It doesn't capture any of his house. It captures a little corner of his backyard by 1 or 2 feet. You can't do anything out there. So there's no intention, there's no recording. It's not even capturing his house.
This business, Dr. Green did, Orangeburg Reward, they all said, no, it's illegal in 32 states. We can really go with this.
It is not illegal in 32 states. That is talking about human. It has not been legalized for
And the
human,
human proclamation is what's controversial.
which by the
Every
way,
single one of you guys are welcome to come and check out.
When you watch it in your backyard, you're thinking about that.
I'm not, this is your first warning. If you say another word, you're gonna go to jail for violating a protective order. Don't say another word to him.
Never said a word to him, anyway. You guys.
so we do all state and federal compliances. We have an open door policy. We invite the neighbors in. We have fire department in for tree planting. We don't have anything to hide. We're above board on the way we operate. We're not polluting any ground. The effluent is dealt with appropriately. There's no illegal anything going on over there. All the permits that are needed are met. We met the commercial definition for commercial property. We don't store dead animals over there. There's no stink, there's no impact on the environment.
In fact, it's more environmentally sound than frequency, which we're not.
Okay.
Mr. Waldron, there's no boiling process to this.
There is no boil. It is warm water and natural salts that occur in the earth, sodium and potassium. You dig it up in the dirt, it's right there. So we use the process over a period of about 24 hours of warm water. It is circulating gently. There's a video on our website that shows you the process. The equipment is actually manufactured in Indianapolis.
Carol? You have something, Carol?
That's what it is. You can look at it, you know.
What is it? I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, time consuming, I mean, or sit down. I need,
What's it for?
need a decision from the town, you know.
On what? I'm sorry.
I need a decision from the town on that street. So, you know,
The street, you said,
College Street
College Street.
from Manchester.
well, you know, I need to sit down because there is steps from whenever it was laid out. And I can show you in here where the steps are, how it got to where it's at, why they didn't finish, why some places got finished, some didn't. You know what I mean? Because we're trying to get a deed and they're wanting to give them an easement back that street, which I see nothing in here. It says that we put that street belonged to the Cardini, never did, you know. But I mean,
Are you talking about
We're on the opposite side of town.
We're on Manchester College
It's the
Street.
lower street.
Okay, so the other.
College Street. Where Kathy just put the new place in, is what he's talking about. That's street. Mine, we're trying to go behind the car.
See, what work started was when the old building, which, you know, for anybody in here, when the old building was there, when you came around the corner up there, it just went a lot. And it went across the front of the main street. Well, then, when they had all that ground back in there behind there, getting to the college, and you built the building that's there now, they just extended that road going that way. And back there in the back, there was like Justice Street,
I'm looking at it.
which was real short. They extended it. But the road going back here, along the bottom, and there's a road that goes kind of down along that football field that goes under the depot. That was just part that they didn't do. So, you know, now that you got that building back, I mean, if that's not the street, you're gonna have to make an access to them
To college.
off of
She does have college, I talked to her, She can have a road, she can have a drive over it, she does, so she's good with using the straight.
That street actually goes, the lower street goes way on back there, and it goes back about where, Three Thompsons.
Yeah, there's no, there's
It
no,
turns the corner, it goes across that blacktop street, it goes through them woods and hits the street on the other side, it goes to the deep.
We told her when she built back there that she would have to access her property off
Oh,
of.
sure.
Stony Hollow, 'cause
I mean, the fact is, we cannot give them an easement on, if, I don't see where it's ours.
no, I talked to the lady that owns the place, I told her she can't put a driveway there. She-
Well, when John Rumley was on there, on the board, and I had him come over, because Carnegie, we actually need a manhole off the sewer line. And that's when, Terry Sloan was doing some work over there. Because the line from Carnegie, when I put that in there, I couldn't get into the main line because it was too high. So we went around the backside of that house there on the corner. And down the road someplace, that needs to be eliminated. That's the reason I was trying to get a manhole back there, or maybe go into that and do away with that, because don't ask me what kind of, I don't know, they got an easement for that at the time, you know, we're run behind his house or not, I have no idea.
Right.
So, you know, I can sit down with you and, you know, show you through the book how, you know, and everything in there shows the, and that's another thing, you go back to the cemetery, that on the left-hand side back there is definitely in the town. That's not in the county. Once you go past College Street, if you go all the way back to the cemetery, go around the bottom side back there, and that line fence is coming up along the edge of the driveway there, that is the town. And that line goes plumb over College Street, out across that field. So that place there, before you get to the cemetery on the left-hand side, is definitely in town. Always has been. That much of it, you know. And the other part of that, we're trying to do the street on out through there, and there's a big discrepancy between between where the county is, going back that street, and the town is on the other side. And you get on this website and you can see what's going on, or they've surveyed that off, and I'm sure it's on, you know, from Main Street back, you pull it up right now, and they've got, some places they got half of that street belongs to the county, half of that street belongs to the town, and some of them, it shows the whole thing belongs to the county. I can show you in here where none of that street belongs to the county.
So maybe,
It intentionally comes, the town line comes off of that. College Street actually goes on the other side of Chesterfield Road. Keeps on going, goes behind Dad's house and all that, goes over, goes across, Rumble Road, and goes out across that field, to a certain far. Now, I haven't spent enough time to know where the line is. I suspect it's, there is a section line that goes this way, and I suppose it goes that way. But when it comes this way in here, when it comes this way, east to west, on that section line, when it gets to, I think it's Chesterfield Road, that line showing that is intentionally went over about that far and came down the right hand, that side of, which is the half of the road that's over there, that they say it's the county, and quarter in here, and that line goes, it's Nothing on South Broadway is half either. Everything on South Broadway belongs to down north, all the way down to the depot.
So maybe we could say,
So I mean, you know,
would you like to meet maybe with the planning members? And we can go over that and try to figure that out?
however you wanna do it, I mean,
Harold, you know, over the years, it's just not been.
I mean, the only thing I'm interested in is, we're trying to get a deed drawn up, you know, with the.
For a tornado.
And they're wanting us to give them an easement to get in and go around and whatever, but I see no, I mean, Carnegie can't get one easement that doesn't belong to us, you know what I mean?
So the town would need to do that.
Yeah, like that. And if it's the town, they don't need an easement, we can't keep them out there, we can't keep them going back that road.
We can sit down and have that.
Yeah, so
Let's do
why
all
don't
that
we,
side of
yeah, let's do that. Let's get a couple of planning board, get the planning board together and meet with you and we can try to decipher that. Does that work?
It's better to pick your mind, you better go for it.
Well, I mean, we just need something legal, you know,
Right,
that lets us know, you know.
right.
Well, we can start that, right? We can do that during the day. Like, at some point, we'll come up here and me, Lanny, and Lynn, and Andrew, yourself, and we'll start the process.
Yeah, we'll figure out a date that works for you, Gerald, and me and Lenny and Andrea and Jeff will meet with you and try to figure this out.
I mean, if you know, anybody that's interested, I'll get to do it, they can keep it.
You know.
I mean, there's all kinds of stuff in there, it's not on our website.
Right, yeah, well, we would like to.
Yeah.
See it.
To see that. That's
We'll
okay.
keep that as a town reference.
Yeah.
The only bad thing about that is the book back.
Oh, yeah.
No, what I mean is, the beginning, the early part is when you're gonna have one building over there, it's back in the back.
Okay.
And the next, and the, kind of the next step is the front. So it's not basically wishy-washy.
Yeah, okay.
Half the time's backwards.
So, after the meeting, after this meeting, we'll get a time and a date set, and then we can, okay. Anybody else? Nick?
Yeah, I just wanted to stop in, it's been 7 or 8 months since I've been up here and check on any feedback from Andrew, our last action you asked for. Any signage, information on the websites, and is everything going well from the town's perspective? Are there any complaints, any issues?
I think you're right.
Good, that's it.
Yeah.
Everything good? Okay. And then are we good to plan on next year renewing? Okay.
Yeah.
I hear little things about this College Street stuff like that, and that's headed that direction, so I just want to make sure we're good at planning purposes going forward, and that everybody's satisfied with how we're conducting our business.
Thank you.
Anybody else? I'll make a motion to close the meeting.